Alright, people, working on our medieval town. We worked on Thanksgiving the uh, dock house for the boats and stuff like that. So we got some more work to do here, but right now I want to concentrate on a clock tower. We've already assembled our water mill over here, and that's going to be a storehouse over there, and that right there is going to be a tavern. So I'm going to work on next our clock tower, which I'm trying to figure out exactly where we're going to put this at. The whatchamacallit, that behind us is blocking my chair. Always something blocking my chair. Alright, let me see. I'm going to move this whole unit over here and put it someplace else for right now. Well, pieces. Whatever you want to do, stay right there. Stay right there. Alright. That still requires a little bit more work, a lot more work, because we're still not done with making the deck look realistic with wood strips. And we do need some more, actually some detail work to it to make it look more realistic. So we're just doing the basics for right now. So here, I'm going to start working on my clock tower right here, so we can tell time while we're in the village. What would be the main village time? Let's see what we got over here. I'm probably gonna use this box right here. I'll use this box. It just got wasted. It's not in there. Think about that for one minute. Over there to play with. Nothing much to put this one together. Scissors, glue gun, which is buried. So we can sort it better. That's the bridge that belongs over there. Alright, we got enough right there. Let's get our glue gun plugged in. Tomorrow we're going to be working on the detail part of it all, bringing everything more refined before we get too many buildings in here and we got more work to do. We got shingles and all that has to be detailed. This has to be detailed. This involves a little roof. I have to extend the porch. That needs a porch extension. All that. And then we need holders put in for the firewood. So detail work has to be put in. And we also picked up our blue to start working on our ocean. Our lake, because we have to get all that mapped out. And green for our landscape. And you are coming over here to figure out what kind of trouble you can get into. So you're already steering this direction. Stay out of trouble, Taco. Alright, let me see. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Well, we're going to put it together. Oh, ink pen. Never have one of those on us. Look at that thing. They want to keep it wide. They're good size. I was thinking about this when I was downstairs doing a demonstration on the screens. It's my little town. So we'll start on our bottom base. That's me watching Japanese Walk to Japan. Watch those. Right. Like that. Keep that right there. Yeah, first of all, looks like where that's at. We're going to begin the process tomorrow in our church. That'll be the bottom base of the tower. And the same size. Amazon looking for some little people to put in my little town. I'm going to have them in different areas. Alright, so let's try here and here. Kind of remind me of the blocks I had when I was in kindergarten. Definitely using that for something. The ship dock came up nicely. Hunting for his fish. He's hunting for. I got his fish over here. Gotta keep him out of trouble. Oh, get your fish right there. Don't have it next to my chair. I did a little battle over there. I'd appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Taco. Mr. Taco's in battle mode. Fighting his fish. I have no idea why. I'm not going to be on here for a couple of hours because I got something I have to do tomorrow. So I'm just trying to I've been thinking about this all day long. I'm just going to get something done for my little setup here. Going and watching more people do their setups. Man, this whole, I don't know, man, this whole steam machine, man. I'm really doing my own. I'm not even gonna bother with all that. I'm getting tired of hearing about it now. The price, I'm really tired of hearing about it. I'm done with it. Every influencer's clickbait, basically giving off random numbers. I mean, just don't say anything until you actually know what the price is, and then we all know. But just to get people in there to watch. And quite frankly, as I said before, you know, that system is for people at the end of the day that don't build. Because I don't see why anybody would even remotely buy that system if you build. I don't get it. So looking at GPU compatibility. GPU compatibility for Xbox has a very low GPU. Yeah, I didn't think theirs was that low. PlayStation has a much higher GPU, way higher than what they have. But you're talking about a Steam machine that don't add up. That just don't add up right there. I'm baffled about that. I mean, the fact that the Steam machine is supposed to be a 4060, equivalent to a 4060. PlayStation, I think, has a 4070. I know the PS5 Pro is a little higher than that because it has a much higher GPU. So, how are you going to charge $1,000? Even if it comes to $1,000, well, how would you charge $1,000 when a console system literally has a more powerful system GPU than the Steam system? That don't even make any sense. And then with the prices of the Xbox unit going up, they cost out. The prices going through the roof with them things. They don't even have that processing power to be charging that kind of money. Well, I'm going to say it's a PC, but yeah, it's a console. When the price as a PC, when the market as a console. That's backwards. It's crazy. So, basically, they're saying that it's a console, but you're going to pay the money of a PC. That's pretty much what it sounds like to me. And that means expensive. See, once the console systems breach that $400 mark, this is when I told you things went wrong. Console system's supposed to be cheap. All in one. And then the argument of the Steam OS. I got Steam OS on my system's over here. Like I don't have any problem logging into my accounts. It's easy. Just hit the icon, it comes up, boom. My system automatically logs in. That's why I was set up for me to automatically log in. I gotta put on password, it logs in automatically. And I start playing. That's it. So I don't get where we have a login issue. Be to turn the system on by remote control. You can buy kill switches. Do that. I got a kill switch coming for the Fallout. It's completely wireless. It doop, sit on my desk. Doop, it turns on. And make wireless kill switches if you're building your own. Some of them cut on with a remote control. Some of the kill switches I've seen, you just go turn your system on, operate your lights, all that stuff. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. I mean, I could see if they made a system and it was roughly like under something like it was $600. Let's just say it was $500. If it was $500, that would be fantastic. That'd be definitely fantastic. But you're talking about 700, 800? Nah, I'm good. I can build my own machine for that type of money. On top of that, like I said, for most people that are building their own Steam machine, y'all don't have our technology, which means you don't have that. Our technology, that screen that can see right through light and all that. You don't have that. We have it. So our case would be completely different from yours. My case is an actual screen. They don't have the technology because we have it. So that would make our stuff far more advanced than basically just getting a square case. Because a lot of people are getting like these so cute cases, and they're putting PCs in them. Yeah, but the difference between you and us is that we make that technology that allows us to turn our cube into an actual screen. I can take apart a projector, wire it in there, and I can basically turn the entire cube into a visual effect, projector, map, do it whatever I want. They don't have our technology. That's why I said them cubes we're designing. People are going to start taking them suckers out of their cases. Modders all do that. They take them out of the case. See what they can do with them. If I do my own system, my bill comes to $900. And that is with a MSI motherboard, plenty of power supply to run it. GPU is going to be I'm going to do a 5060. I'm definitely going to do a 5060. Get a 5060 GPU. My motherboard has a 5.0 PCI Express, which is not needed, but for maxing out my freaking graphic card, I have it. I'm over 2 terabytes of hard drive space. And then on top of the RAM capability, I'm way beyond what they have, especially with the motherboard I had can carry 256. So better graphic card, I can liquid cool my system, and my entire case is a projection screen. Yeah, no, I'm definitely running my own. Like I said, that's more for people at the end of the day that basically don't want to spend the money for a PC and everything's there for you to run off Steam. That's more for them. If it's $500, that'd be cheap, because $500 means I won't have to build me a PC, because that would be cheap. That'd be super cheap at $500. But no, if you're asking that kind of money, man, $1,000 or $800, no, it's not worth my time to find it. That's what we're talking about. People who build would be more interested. We won't be interested in that machine. I gotta strengthen my backs on here. I'm building my case next week. Putting my schematics and start putting my case together. My kill switches are remote control. I can actually turn my PC on and off with a wireless remote control. That's how I want to do it. We got to redo this whole section over here, definitely. I'm going to strengthen my pillars. This looks kind of weak. Strengthen them up. I'll tell you one thing. Any of you console gamers, you switch over to that new system, you're going to have to learn some tech support. You definitely will. The more and more they make these consoles more like computers, whether you like it or not, you're going to have to learn programming. You're going to have to learn PC parts, modifications, all that stuff. The year of having a console system made easy that you don't really have to do too much is going to change soon. So you better get your computer skills up to code. A lot of these companies are not going to be offering to fix your stuff. You're going to do it yourself. Something goes wrong on your Steam account. You got Steam support, but it only goes so far. You better learn it yourself. If you're afraid of PCs, you're going to have a problem. Xbox makes this console system like a PC. That's the end of it. I mean, you're going to have to know. Some people don't even know the parts in their own PlayStation or Xbox. You don't even know your own parts. I know every part on that machine over there. You don't know your parts. Some people are scared to death to go in there and change your memory cards out. You're terrified to go in there and open that thing. You're going to break it. So now they're going to give you access to a lot of stuff. You're going to have to go inside. Or just pay somebody else. Someone's going to profit and make money off it because you'll pay them to do it. Remember one time, and I do console and PC. I was 360. The guy was saying, well, at least at the end of the day, I ain't got to go into a machine to fix anything. Oh yeah, that day is over now. I don't even know how Xbox is going to get. It's going to get $1,200. It can't. They got to be joking with that. There's no way in the world they're charging $1,200 for that machine. That can't be possible. But how you going to pay $1,200 for a machine? You ain't got free online subscription. How the freak does that even work? That's a lot of money for an. Yeah, that's just, y'all passed Neo Geo status. Neo Geo was $1,000 when it came out. So you actually, that would be the most expensive console right now in the world, because Neo Geos when they came out, they were $3,000. No, sorry, my bad. Neo Geos when they came out, they were $1,000 when they came out. Yeah, that's crazy. $1,000. I never thought the day would come. Alright, we're going back into my medieval world. It's my... I kind of punched those out right, didn't I? Yeah. So we got our whatchamacallit, our elves for now. Crew is working on the clock tower. Get this ready up and going. Ouch. We just put our hand in hot glue. Yes, we did. Put that a little bit more. Got a strip on that one. You done fighting your fish? I see you done fighting it. So at this particular time, I'm talking with my Lord. She's giving me directions on how we're putting it together. So I'm going to go over and have my conversation with Jesus. Let me see what he tells me what I'm going to do and how I'm going to put this together. Yeah, so when I put my bills together, I am talking with the Lord. And he's telling me how to put it all together, how to assemble it. That's what I like about putting these bills together. Me and the Lord get talk time. We get talk time all the time. We talk all the time. We talk with Jesus every day. Every day talk with Jesus. Every day. Now, some people don't want to hear this at all. They don't like when we talk about God. I feel sorry for them. I do. I feel sorry for them. Every time I go back and I see something on Facebook about a TV show, and I go back to see how many of the stars are still alive, and it's a heartbreaker knowing that these people are gone. Some of them I didn't even know passed off the earth. I didn't know. And that's the ones that hurt the most because I didn't know they passed away already. I didn't know that the guy who did the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I didn't know he passed away. I saw a clip for Bosom Buddies, and him and Tom Hanks were on that show. And when I went back to go look to see where the stars are at, it breaks my heart to know that some of them passed away. I didn't know he had passed away. So that's a shame. I pray they have the Lord. I pray they were saved. But with Hollywood and all, now a lot of people in Hollywood are saved. Some have these fake guru priests, and it's a shame. Like I said, Jesus said in the Bible, he said that it's easier for a needle to go for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to inherit the kingdom of heaven. So a lot of people who live that lifestyle don't know God. They just know the world that they're in. And, when the time comes and you have to get laid off this earth, we all do. I pray they had God. I pray that they found Jesus, but most likely, probably not. Caught up in this world. Don't get occupied by this world. Don't get occupied by it. But it's sad to know that so many stars have passed away, did not find God, and I don't know where they're at. That's really messed up, but it is what it is. Rules are rules. So I didn't know he passed away. I really didn't know. The guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids passed away. I didn't even know that. I remember watching that. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids way back in the 80s. When you see people who are on in the news, people that in the stars and stuff, you watch them in movies and stuff like that. It's kind of like you knew them your whole life. That's what it feels like. And then to see them pass away and see what they passed away of, just wish you could have went and told them, say, hey, look, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to die this way. You're going to pass away this way. Like the guy from the Cosbys who drowned. Like, you just wish you had a machine. Go back and say, hey, don't go in the water. Stay out of the water. But life is what life is. So people look at that and say, well, that's sad and depressing. It's not sad and depressing. It's life. It's all part of life. What you want to do is become close to God. Come close to Jesus. Come close to God. Come close with Jesus. You don't have to worry about those things. Those things don't even it's not a depressing matter at all. Because God's got your back. God's going to take care of you. God's going to guide you. rejoiceful when you have the Lord. It is rejoiceful. God has given us so much in life, you know. How many people sat around that table and was thankful for God? How many people? How many people said, Lord, thank you so much for allowing me to be able to wake up on this day to celebrate this day? How many people made it about God? All right, you're over here. I gotta put your whatchamacallit around you, and you have to be done. I'll do these. Matter of fact, before I get to you, you're done. Let me get to this one first. Let me build my support so it's a little better. We have 4 of these, right? We got 4. We have our poppers here today. Poppers are people who, I don't know, I guess they think they're doing something. I keep telling you, stop entertaining. You gotta stop entertaining it. And I don't know, they feel like they're doing something, like they're disrupting. You don't disrupt anything from a Christian. You gotta learn that. It doesn't sadden my day. It doesn't. Because I serve God. But these are people who feel like they're doing something because the devil's telling them they're doing something. And it's sad. It is. It's really sad. I warn people about listening to the devil. And it's really sad. I know your outcome. Dealing with that one, I know your outcome. Hope you find God. I really do. Every night's not going to be your night to wake up. You don't know that. Tomorrow, you might not wake up tomorrow. How do you know? How do you know 100% tomorrow you're going to wake up? Because you feel good? Well, it doesn't mean anything. How do you know 100% tomorrow? I might not wake up tomorrow. How do you know? And if you don't wake up tomorrow, then where are you going? So your last night on this earth, which could be today, you spent that time entertaining Satan. Yeah. I don't care if you don't come here and watch or not. That don't mean anything at all. But I'd rather have you do something with your time more positive, more constructive than being here acting up, entertaining the devil. I'd rather have you do it that way. I'm all for. My channel isn't about getting tons of views and likes and all that stuff. I come on here and use YouTube as a way to show off and some of the stuff that we do in design. We never designed our YouTube channel for getting tons of likes and views and stuff. We never did that. I don't come on here and say, hey, like and subscribe. I never say that at all, period. My channel is just here for people to learn new stuff. That's what it's for. So if you feel that you can, I'd rather have you be somewhere else, doing something else more productive than being on here angry and sinning. Because being angry at me ain't going to help you. And it's not taking anything from me. It's just basically at the end of the day, you're hoping that I'll get angry or it'll make me upset and I'll be bitter and all this stuff. Nope. Because I know what the devil does. I don't give the devil that satisfaction. I don't. But I feel sorry for you because you entertain something that is extremely dangerous. And I keep warning y'all, don't entertain it. So I feel sorry for you. I do. All right, we got this one finished. That one's already somewhat done. I got to put the brace on that one. All these need the brace on it, but I do want to put the trace around this one too on top of that. When I'm in these rooms, I'm in here with Jesus. That's who I am. I can be in here completely by myself. I'm still talking to Jesus. That's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm having a conversation with. If you choose to listen, you listen. If you don't, you don't. But at the end of the day, I'm still talking to Jesus. And Jesus has an amazing relationship. So that takes nothing from me. I'm here talking to my Lord. My Lord showed me how to build and design. But the big problem you have at the end of the day is, what are you listening to right now? Who's talking to you? Who's having a conversation with you? And that's why I said at the end of the day, you've got to be careful because you never know when today is going to be your last day. You've got to spend that time serving the Lord. A lot of people are going to get caught up in the coming of Christ. When God comes back, people will be sinning and they'll be caught up. And God is one that knows all, sees all, and you put yourself in the line of fire. "2026 is going to be upon us, and a lot of people are going to be hoping they get a better year, hoping that things work out better for them. But if you follow that one, you're not going to have a good year. You're going to have a very horrible year. People may sit there and say, well, you got people out there who have tons of money and they got no worries and whatsoever. They do have worries. They got a very big worry on their hands. Because like I said, like Jesus said, it is easier for a camel to enter into the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to inherit the kingdom of heaven. People have money, people that are rich depend on their money as if it's their God. The biggest problem they have, the biggest fear they have, is that if they don't get it together, they will not see the kingdom of heaven. No one wants to be caught here on what's going on. Nobody indeed wants to be caught up in this world with what's going on. So, a lot of these big stars who count on their money won't inherit the kingdom of heaven. They'll inherit the gates of hell. Because they put their trust in money. They don't put their trust in God. Being rich is not a good thing. If you don't have the kingdom of heaven, you can't inherit it. Your money's nothing. Your money will stay here. Other people will enjoy it. And you will be someplace that you don't want to be. So, I try to talk about the Lord, because I do, because it's very important that I talk and speak about Him. Because again, one for my Lord, I wouldn't be here having this conversation with you right now at all. I'd still be in the lockup unit. And because my Lord did not allow it to be so, I'm here having this conversation with you. I still can't believe this day I actually spent that much time in lockup. But yep, it happened. The Lord saw it through that He had plans for me. Even when the devil was upset that he couldn't have me anymore. That now I serve God. And now I'm in here making a medieval city. Well, actually not city, but town. Village? My village. I say village. All out of cardboard. Here we go. I'm going to get my other bridge put in here. I'm going to put that a little thinner on that one. We got that one. That trace is there. That trace is on this one. Where's the fourth one at? I only see 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed a trace on this one. This one requires a trace. We got that one, and this one. We need a trace on that one. Alright, cool. This is thin enough to get a nice trace on it. So I can't wait to start. I think I'm doing the paint tomorrow to figure out where I'm going to map everything out. Or to show me this beautiful picture of this beautiful medieval village. It's in my head right now. I'm seeing it. And I want to see that image. Just like that cottage over there we put together. I saw that beautiful cottage. And now I'm seeing in my head this beautiful countryside, little tiny village. I want to bring to life. When I move to my new unit, I'm going to be adding this to one of my displays for a little village we built. I want to listen to some. Let me see. Copyright free medieval music. Really good. I like that. All right, we got this thin part here. A thinner piece than that. A little thinner than that. All right, we'll cut this. No, that should be perfect. Oh, I like this. I'm subscribe to the channel. I like that music. It's good. I'm gonna go on. Now we got our medieval music, and I'm listening to the town come to life. The people are talking about the different things we're building in the town right now. So right now we're working on our clock tower. And the men are all talking, and they're saying that we're going to put the clock tower here. It's going to be a glorious clock tower. We're definitely going to have real clocks in it. So we're definitely putting real clocks in our clock tower. Real clock towers in there. Alright, we have 2 completed. Top area needs to be done. We have to put in our archway. That makes it much more realistic. Let me see. We need another piece here. You're done. You're done. You're done. And you're done. Awesome. Now we need our base. Whoop to my mouse. Okay, you're here. And you're here. Oh, yeah, I can find it from the build right there. Alright, cool. Oh, wait. I put archway in. Archway in. I gotta put the archway in. I put it in there first. Gives me more, gives it more of attraction to it. Where, we need a longer one for the archways. Oh, take this box. Take this box right here. Two right there. Trying to do this. This gives it a more realistic look to it. We did the big one this way. So I'm taking the blueprints from this one, putting this one in. When we put the casing for this thing, the top part, we're going to make it all plexiglass. And we're going to use our coating for that because I can project in sunlight or whatever I want. Mostly it's going to be a nighttime town. We're doing the projection at nighttime. It's kind of a nighttime setting for it. Widen our doorways. It's going to use AdTech to do the sky. So we can project whatever we want in there. In our sky. Alright. We got one doorway is completed. So let go. There we go. Yeah, that gives it a nice look to it. I like it. That's one done. One and done. Let me see what we got time here for. Oh, 11:52. No, 10:52. Ain't bad. 10:52 ain't bad. So, still got a little time here. I'm just going to build the bottom half face of this. Woo! Come back. Oh, come on. Stop fighting me. Take it. And you're a little loose here, buddy. Oh, all this is loose. Wow. Wow, none of this went down. Oh, now. Okay, so. Where are you at? I'll get there. I want to try some sculpting. Definitely try that. Let's see. You're done? Thank you. Ah, how dare you. three-way trace because we have this one around here. And we have to put another one around this. Someone's asking what I've done. Oh, no. These ain't nowhere near how done. Each one of these houses are like 8 hours of work. Have you ever seen the other one? The detail work we had to do on that for the deck? Oh, we're not even anywhere near done. We're putting curtains and windows and all kinds of stuff we're going to put in here. Some kind of stained glass. Church is going to have stained glass. Nowhere near done. This is the beginning stage of the build. Nowhere near. I'm bringing in some stucco, little light stucco, so we can give a little plaster look to it. Nowhere near done. This is beginning stage. I got some bigger companies not interested in the text because, like I told you, we went after the bigger dogs. We're not getting any credibility on Gray. Let me just tell you about Gray, that's all. We don't get no credibility on that. Still got my mini movie theater to build. Alright, that's another stage done. Let's get the second stage on top of that stage completed. Stage 2. Okay, let's see. You're grabbing me nuts. Okay, same thing over and over again. Oh, medieval town. Ha ha, I'm building one right now. Oh, man, I can't wait to finish mine. I got a clock tower too. Oh, I'm building mine. Yes, I'm building mine. Man, look at that, how beautiful that looks. I would have lights on our windows and everything. I can't wait to get it done. I look so enchanted. Wow. Okay. Town full of elves. I'm looking at over there. I got the cities are well lit. The lanterns everywhere. Pretty soon my little world it'll come to life. I didn't think we made contact. Get out here. Much easier to do when the walls are down. Harder to do when the walls are up. Get out of here. Come on, get out of here. Get out of me. So playing some old-fashioned, copyright-free Christian music. I'm looking for right now. Copyright-free Christian music. Cause I want to do some Christian music while I do my builds. That's what I want to do. Some copyright-free Christian music when I do my builds. You got those people who out of control. Devil telling you to do all that? Wait till you go to sleep at night. You're scared. Some of you are going to be scared to go to sleep tonight. See, that's usually what happens. You listen to the devil because you think it makes you feel tough, right? But now you're going to be afraid to go to sleep. You got to be careful what you entertain. I told people at the end of the day, careful what you entertain. It's probably already there. I don't invite that thing in here. Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. You crazy? No. Nope. It's our Christian music. We keep our thoughts on God. That's what we do. I warn y'all what y'all bring in your homes. Oh, I like that right there. That came out real nice right there. Real nice. We keep our thoughts with the Lord at all times. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Now, they may sit back and say, oh, you wishing bad on us. No, you do it to yourself. I warn you what you should not be doing. And you don't listen. You better get right with God. You better get right with God quick. We don't know how much time we got in this world. I thought about it many times that when I was out there carrying on them streets, the Lord could have taken me. Easily. Could have easily taken me. Then where would I be at right now? I'll be burning in the lake right now. I'll be not like a fire, I'll be in purgatory. Burning right now. That's what I would be at. In extreme pain, suffering, crying out to God to stop it. Stop my pain. And He can't do anything because at the end of the day, I chose that path. He spared my life. Gave me a second chance. See ya. Shame, you see, my neighborhood, way back when I was over in, when the neighborhood I got in trouble in, that you see preachers, reverends come out there and talk to the drug dealers on the corner. Tell them, leave this mess behind and come to church. And they don't listen. And they warn them. They say, look, devil's out here with you. Devil's out here watching you. Devil's out here plotting to take your life. Come over here and come with church. They don't listen. They stay out there where that money's at. The devil have them hooked up and thinking that this is where they're supposed to be at and the money and all that stuff. And the preacher go out there and warn them again and say, come on inside where the Lord is at. If you die out here, you'll go to hell. And they laugh, some of them laugh, they find it funny. And then one day, that day comes up. A car comes riding down the street all crazy. And two figures come out and they fire rounds in the same direction that man was at. And he dies. And now his family's sitting up there in the church. And they're crying. He died. And the devil's sitting there laughing because he got him. Don't know when your time is going to come. I watch a lot of people die in that neighborhood and they weren't saved. I know where they're at. At the time I didn't think about it because I was doing my own dirt out there. But now that I think about it now and I go back and look on it, they never made it. They didn't make it in our life, and they didn't make it in the next life. So right now as we speak, they're in that place. Then people saying, well, if you do all these good deeds, no, you can't do good deeds. Good deeds is not going to get you into the kingdom of heaven. You got to pick up your cross. If you pick up your cross and follow Jesus, you wouldn't be doing the stuff you do now. If you picked up your cross and followed Jesus. That's how I know you haven't picked up your cross. Still doing the stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Never know when it's going to be your time. That man walked out that door, went out on that corner, and didn't realize that that day, everything he did that day was his last day. You don't know that. You get up in the morning, go out. That could be your last day. Everything you do will be your last. You don't know. You don't know the current of events that'll pop up, that'll trigger to your direction, that'll end up taking your life. That's why you gotta get your life together with God. Leave all this craziness alone and seek and find God. And some of you, you're going to pass off this world and you're not going to be able to find God. I feel sorry for you. Everybody's going to heaven, you know that, right? There's a number on how many people are going to heaven. And everybody's going. Can you imagine God writes your name in a book? He already knows who's going and who's not going. You don't want to be one of those numbers that's not. I told you. I got 2 people in my family that didn't make it. They died before they became Christians. They're not going. That's why when preacher come out and talk to you, when I come out and talk to you, it's not to scare you. It's not to threaten you. It's to tell you that you are definitely going to burn forever. There'll be no increase to your pain. You will suffer forever if you don't get your act together. If I hated you, I wouldn't say a word to you, knowing where you were going. You better get your act together. I speak to everybody on this. I speak to those who come to this channel. I speak to my enemies. At the end of the day, that you better get your act together. You don't get it, do you? We're in a war. That's what you don't get. You are in a war that you don't even know. Actually, you should know. Christians know about the war. You're in a war. Gotta get your life together. Where the world I put that in? Oh, right there in front of your face. Oh, you know what's even there? I can't wait to do it at my church. Yeah, New Year's Eve's gonna be coming up. I don't go out and party. I stay inside and I pray and thank my Lord. Most I work on New Year's Eve. Most likely I'll be working. doing this because I like to do something like this in my heart. I love doing this. But most people out there drinking and partying and having fun. And remember, be careful. I wouldn't even bother going out. I would stay inside. Stay inside with your family. Stay inside with your friends. Go to church on that day. Go to church every day. We'll go to church on that day because there's so many people on the new year that will not be coming home. The devil's got plans. There are going to be people that are not seeing the new year. There are people not going to make it to the end of this year. And people look at me and say, what about you? My time to go. I go home. Go home and see Jesus. No more in this world anymore. I don't have to deal with this world anymore. I'm done with it. I don't want to be here anymore. But while I'm here, I'm going to talk about God. I'm going to talk about why you need to find your salvation. You know, you got people out there that are Christians that worry only about them. And they say, look, I'm going to heaven. I couldn't care less about the rest. That's messed up. That's a messed up attitude to have. You should care at the end of the day if even your enemies, you don't want them going to hell. If you're a Christian at the end of the day, and you're one of the people like, I don't care. And if you go to hell, so you're going to condemn yourself. You've already condemned yourself. God don't like that. You know, like I said, I got to do what I got to do because, you know, these people did break the law, and I got to do what I got to do. But do I hate them? No. I just got to do what I got to do. They did some things they shouldn't have did, and I got to do what I have to do. But other than that, as long as when I'm doing these things, I have no hatred toward them in any way whatsoever. But would I like to see people burn in the lake of fire forever? No. I don't want to see anybody burn in the lake of fire forever. Period. Ooh. Pretty soon, one of the things I want to do when I put my builds in, so doing more of my cardboard builds, I want to put a window, a screen, whatever you are, screens, on the glass. I want to have cameras in there so people outside can see the stuff we're building inside. Some of the cardboard artwork we're doing. I'm gonna watch these build some things and put them together. I want to involve more of the art community into our work. That's what I want to do. Oh, these came out real nice. These definitely came out real nice. I'm happy with them built. So now I'm going to start putting these together. And I think that wraps it up for us when we're done with this. I might have to put this outside because we got this. Oh, we're good. You know what I'm saying? We got to put that there because we got that ridge there. Here. We're putting in the famous clock tower. Oh, make sure that goes in nicely. That is definitely not marrying too well right there. So. Alright, that's nice. I want to get the nicer right there. terrified me. One of the things that terrified me the most when I wasn't saved was thinking that God came and he forgot me. When I wasn't saved, scared to death that I would hear those trumpets go off and I wasn't ready. How were medieval clock towers built? Hmm. Hey, that's my video. That's me building a clock tower. Oh, wow, that looks pretty cool in the video. Oh, look at that go. Watch that documentary. Oh, that's a nice one. They built a real nice one right there. Really cool ideas off of that. Oh, we gotta put one of those in there. That would look really cool if we do it that way. Definitely, I'm gonna test that out and see how that would work. Oops. Definitely put that in and see how that would definitely work. It's a really cool design. Huh. That's pretty cool. Alright. Definitely gotta build one of those. The giant clock tower. Yeah, so putting the last touches on it right now as we speak. Our giant clock tower. Have a celebration tonight. We have officially finished the bottom half of the clock tower. Just waiting for this to dry out a little better. This is basic common sense. Who does that at the end of the day? Oh, come on. You should know that one already. That's business 101. Definitely business 101. Ouch. You definitely don't do that. That's crazy. You're definitely asking for it. Alright, let me see. It should have been. That's outside. Yeah, you did this wrong. We can take this apart. This is supposed to be not here. This is 2 for 2. It's supposed to be 2 for 2 on top of here. There you go. That would have made it square. You're way off on your whatchamacallit. Everybody knows the minute you get a name for your domain name, you basically pay for it. You pay for your domain name. Don't wait around, somebody will take it. And the only way someone's going to take it is if you announce it. That's it, you know what I mean? That's the only way someone's going to take your domain name. You should announce it. Oh, we're going to fight me a little bit on this one. Okay. No biggie. No biggie. We got the glue in here to put you in here. And we'll get the other side. You're in, right? And you are, oh, you're definitely in. I thought you were coming back out, but actually you didn't. You're in. All right, cool. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. All right, let me see. I'm gonna put my support units on the side. We're giving this amazing idea for building this design, make a building stand out a little better. Oh, we're out of glue right there. Come on. Okay. We're done here after this. Just gotta put this on here and we'll see something real quick. Alright, there we go. Good block in that one. Let's see, we're here. You poppers, people who like to pop in and out. I want to pray for you. You entertain the wrong ones. You do. Because you play a very dangerous game and you don't know how dangerous a game you play. So, you need prayer. You do. You need prayer. Let me see. No. I'll put that trimmer on it myself. Let's see. So if we go from here to here. This is nice. I gotta do it this way instead and have the frame come around it this way instead, that way. Make the windows tall. Make them panel this way. So you definitely need a base. I have to put a base in there somewhere, but I'd rather the base be a little bit smaller. I'll put the base in there, I'd like to be a little bit smaller than that. I want the base to be that way, and then put it this way. Gonna be there, and that's gonna be there. Where are my pens? My pens. Come on, I get this one section done and I'm out. Alright, thanks for that. I need a. Let's see. That's the same size as these? Really? Huh. That makes my job much easier. Alright, let me see. Good job. So much easier. Oh, I need something to lay on the back. Let me see. I'm out of here. Alright, let me see. That's that side. This is here. That goes here. This goes here for this side. Okay, same there. They're the same height. Height. Because I want to cut two of these off. Is that it? No, this is it right here. Oh, come back. Oh man, this is not the time to put a full-fledged tutorial video on Sonic. Okay. So let's just had a that'll be nice. Oh please stay. There we go. Good stuff. Go. Stay. Oh, come on. No Spider-Man fingers. Always glue on that side. Okay, cool. Alright. Come on, I'm gonna go. honestly, I'm done. Going back to my home front. Jumping my joint massager. Going VR. It's been the highlight of my day. Two things I invested into. Giant massager. I put my whole body in and my VRs and I'm out. Yep. We'll relax and chill out. I think it was worth every penny. It was expensive, but it was worth every penny. Definitely worth every penny. Definitely worth every freaking penny. My whole body felt like it's like melting in jello. Warm jello. Alright, you're done. Ugh. So. Yep, even Tucker got a massage unit. I got one for them too. Make them for cats. Alright people, that's basically it for me. I'm done. I just wanted to finish up the base part of that tower. And that's it. I'm gonna go on VR. Go in the bottom of the ocean and chill with the fish. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time for coming out. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Seek and find God. Some of you I gotta pray for, because I know what you're doing, and you're getting yourself in a lot of trouble with the wrong thing at the end of the day. But yeah, you gotta be prayed for, because again, like I said, you need guidance. Other than that, of course, we thank our Lord and Savior for blessing us to be able to do this, man. Build these cardboard sculptures, man. It's insane. Thank Him for all things at the end of the day. Looking forward to 2026. And I'm so happy I picked up my cross. I really am. That's the best thing I could ever done in my entire life. Well, people, be safe and seek God.